Yo, what's going on, everybody? Straight out of Boston here, and today I am back to start up my new series here on Out of the Park Baseball 16. Yes, I'm finally starting up my second series of OOTP 16. I am not stopping the Colorado Rockies series. I will continue to post that every once in a while. It will be sprinkled in within the video rotation on my channel. But for the most part, I'm going to be posting my new OOTP series, as we're going to have a lot of work to do. It is going to be a historical game, and you guys can already probably tell by the title, so no point in me not revealing it now. We are going to be taking over the 1998 Tampa Bay Devil Rays, so it will be pretty cool to see how this works out. This could be, this is arguably one of the toughest challenges in this game, I think. Taking over an expansion team with not a lot of resources, not a lot of, money to play with, and playing in one of the toughest divisions in baseball against the financial powerhouses of the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, in the heart of the steroid era, right when those two franchises were really starting to peak. I mean, the Yankees in 1998 were in the midst of their three-peat, and the Red Sox were a few years away from changing ownership and then really entering the most successful era of baseball in their organization's history. So it's going to be a really unique challenge that I am excited to take on. Right, so I've only done one historical OOTP series before, and that was the 2004 Expo series, so this will be a little bit different, but yeah, we can leave all that off. We'll do full minor league system, and we will also require full minor league roster, so that way we'll have the real minor leaguers from 1998 as well. I'm not going to block fictional players from reaching the majors, though, and I'm also going to, or maybe is it... I'm not sure. I'll find the setting at some point, but I'm also going to player development. Oh yeah. Use talent ratings and OOT development engine. So things are not going to go exactly as they went in real life from 1998 and on. We're going to use the OOTP development engine so that it really is going to be dependent on performance within the game. That way, we won't be able to just know ahead of time which players are going to be good, which players are going to be bad, etc., etc. It will provide its own little twist, so to say, and we're going to automatically expand league, hold expansion draft, all that stuff, and import financial settings Word. Alright, we'll do the 20 to 80 scale, like I usually do, and then the scouting accuracy in historic games, I think it is unfortunately 100% accurate. Historical replay leagues have the scouting system disabled, and hence a 100% accuracy by default, so it'll be, it won't be, I guess there won't be, there won't be the room for interpretation of how good a player is going to be, or how good a player is. Really, it's going to be, you're going to have to take things at face value in this. So, alright, we're going to leave that off, and then player pictures, no fictional pictures. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool, next step. So, we are going to take over the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 1998. We'll call this 1998 Devil Rays. Starting year 1998, autosave once a year. That works for me. Oh, we got to think of a new manager. I didn't even think about this part. We go with the only man to ever have his number retired by Tampa Bay, Wade Boggs, and it's pretty hilarious because he didn't even have his number retired by the Red Sox, even though he probably should. But I'm gonna look up Wade Boggs' birthday here. We can get this information correct. Because you wouldn't want to have false info. He's born, ironically enough, June 15th in 1958. So close enough on this. He's going to be rather old for starting out as a GM, but he'll only be 40 years old in this, so actually that'll make a little bit more sense. Alright, American, yep. Manager and GM, perfect. Although, honestly, I have thought about, maybe doing a thing where we're not the manager for once, and we're only the GM, and we sort of have to rely on our manager to, set our lineups and our pitching staff and all that, and manage the team. But, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to be manager and GM for this one, just because being the Devil Rays is not gonna be easy. I think I'm gonna have to get the most out of what I can get. So. Anyway, here we go, though. We are ready to get this thing started. Alright, so here we are, and apparently our owner's name is Travis Anderson. This is definitely not the actual owner of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. The actual owner was Vince Naimoli, and he had a pretty bad history there. But anyway, so alright, we're obviously not going to be doing any simulator or anything in this game, and I believe, so our rosters are already set. I toyed around with the idea of actually starting in 1997 and then simulating the year and then trying to take control of the Devil Rays before the expansion draft, so that way I could do my own expansion draft. But I decided against it. It was going to be a little too complicated, and it just didn't make too much logistical sense. And at the same time, you know, I really wanted to have Pedro Martinez on the Red Sox, and that trade didn't happen until the prior offseason. So that is that. But anyway, all right, so we are all set and ready to go. I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, so the next episode will be the, the mid-season or whatever. We'll get into the, regular schedule. But we can take a look at the team for now. So you'll notice some pretty recognizable names. Fred McGriff, he almost ended up with 500 home runs. Miguel Cairo, who was pretty young at the time. He's only 23 right now. We got Wade Boggs here, the future Hall of Famer in his, this is like his 15th or 16th season now. He's 39 years old. He wore number 12 on the Rays. And yes, he did get his number retired by the Rays, or the Devil Rays, for, I think he only played 1 or 2 seasons. Let's look at his career statistics, though, because he should be close on 3,000 hits. Let's see, hits. He's got 2,800. So, yeah, he must have played 2 seasons with them, because there's no way he got 200 hits in 1998. So, yeah, he must have played in 98 and 99, but he did get his 3,000th hit with the Devil Rays, and they subsequently retired his number. And he's the only guy to get his number retired by Tampa Bay other than Jackie Robinson. So, all right, Bobby Smith. Looks like we got a nice little 23-year-old third baseman here. Doesn't look like he's that great of a hitter, but a solid defender. Can certainly play for our team. Aaron Ledesma, who I want to say we encountered at one point in the Expos series, although I'm not 100% sure. He looks like a nice little player. Bubba Trammell, Quentin McCracken, Dave Martinez, and Wade Boggs. So you can see we really don't have any studs on the roster or anything. Rolando Araujo, seems like he's half decent. Tony Saunders, 23 years old. He was the number 1 pick in the 98 expansion draft. So he's kind of our big stud here. He had a 4.61 ERA with Florida last year. So we'll see what he can do. He doesn't have great control ratings, but he's only 23 years old. So we'll monitor him. Wilson Alvarez, Anthony Hines, Brian Orecker. And then in the bullpen, we've got Roberto Hernandez, Jim Messier, Rick White, Ron Kendrick, Albie Lopez, and Scott Aldred. Ooh, Scott Aldred, interesting. And Ron Kendrick's got a lot of potential for some reason. And he's already 20 years old. All right, and then let's take a look. I don't think we have we definitely don't have the real AAA affiliates here. I'm not sure if they have any of the real AAA affiliates for these teams. But I'm just curious to look at one thing here. First, let's see. Do they? Oh, no, yeah. These are... I don't know. These definitely aren't the actual AAA affiliates. Oh, yeah. All right, so I just wanted to see one thing. Let's go to prospects. Oh, apparently we don't have a prospects page. I guess we just have no prospects. All right, well then, in that case, we can just look at AAA. I just want to sort by the guys with the highest potential, but it really looks like we have, pretty much nothing in this system here. So we're gonna have to build it up on our own. It is not gonna be easy. Yeah, we have literally nothing to work with in this system. No one over 3-star potential. That is not good, and there are no free agents, so there's nothing to work with there. So we're pretty much stuck with the team that we have for now. And as for the lineups, we have Randy Wynn as well. I definitely want to be playing Randy Wynn every day. I can set my lineups. Let's clear. We can clear all lineups and clear all depth charts. I'll just set these on my own. So at catcher, got John Flaherty and Mike DeFelice. We got a righty, you got 2 righties. So we'll just go with John Flaherty. First base, we'll definitely go with Fred McGriff. Second base, Cairo. Third base, Boggs. Actually, Boggs should DH. Third base, Bobby Smith. Shortstop, Aaron Ledesma. And then Randy Wynn, we can play in left or center. Quentin McCracken, we can play in left or center. Bubba Trammell, I'd rather give Randy Wynn the playing time too. We can play right field as well. We have Dave Martinez, could even platoon or something. All right, so let's go with Randy Wynn in left, and we'll go with Quentin McCracken in center. And then we'll go Dave Martinez in right, and we can do a little platoon there with Bubba Trammell maybe. Paul Sorrento we can just leave on our bench. Looks like Sorrento's probably our backup first baseman. DeFelice, backup catcher. This guy, Rodenas, can be our backup infielder. And then Sorrento can also back up left. And Trammell can back up right. We don't really have a backup center fielder, but that's all right. And we'll also use Trammell as the backup DH. And then as for the actual lineup, what should we do for the actual lineup? Good question. We can do Boggs up there, Wynn, Cairo, McGriff. Maybe we should have Ledesma near the top of the lineup, actually. Maybe do something like this. Even at Randy went third. Then Smith. Then we'll go Cairo, Martinez, Smith, Flaherty, McCracken. Or we'll do McCracken, Flaherty. There we go. That works. Copy. Whoops. And paste. And then against lefties, we will just put Trammell in right instead of Martinez. Perfect. And all right, that is that. And as for the rotation, we'll have Saunders start opening day over Arrojo, but the rest we can leave as is. Do we even have 20? I feel like we don't have very many pitchers on our team. Do we have extra? Oh, yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have an extra infielder. All right, whoa. Okay, this guy is horrible. What about Stalker? Stalker, not really that good himself, but he's also a lot older, so we'll just use Stalker. And then that should give us one more roster spot to give to a pitcher. And then we should be able to get 12 relievers. Because I think we have 11 as it stands. Yeah. Alright, so one more we got to bring up. Just sort by overall. Esteban Yan, Rick Gorecki. Some guy named Sally. Well, we'll go with the guy named Sally. Why not? Oh, we don't have room on the 40-man apparently. Oh, we should probably just get someone from the 40-man then. Let's show rating. Alright, Gorecki's on the 40-man, so we'll just add him. Make life a little bit easier. Although I suppose we actually could use another lefty. Are any of these guys left-handed? No. Terrell Wade. Ooh, Wade's left-handed. Alright, so we'll go with Wade then. Terrell Wade. Alright, he is on the 40-man apparently. Good. Good. Alright, so that is going to do it then. I'll go strict order. And yeah, alright, so we are all set and we are ready to go. We are ready to take control of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And like I said, the next episode will be the midseason update. We're going to have to do whatever we can to build up this farm system. We don't have very many trade assets, but we're going to have to see what we can do. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.